How's it going, guys? Mask here, and of course we are in the middle of the Elegant My Roaming Duelist event. The spawns have seemed at least to be a little bit faster than your average spawns. I need to really kick my butt into gear and start taking advantage of them, but I want to basically build with you guys today the absolute cheapest free-to-play deck you can use to farm level 30 My. While we're still working out the kinks, I'm not happy with anything I've been able to really put together for level 40 yet. I was still working on that, but meanwhile, you can at least get those level 30s farmed perfectly. We're gonna go with Cerberus. Here's the deck list. I haven't posted up on the right yet. This is it. This is the deck list. It doesn't look like much, but it's gonna do the trick for you. I promise. What you're gonna do is hit Filter, go to your spells and traps, hit Glossy, hit Prismatic, and don't give a shit, because it really doesn't matter. You're just gonna go through your list. You know what you should do first? You're gonna filter by prismatic only. Let's prioritize prismatics. Oh look, that could be used in a Cerb deck. You're looking for cards that have unconditional activation. So means you can use it no matter what. There's no reason you won't be able to. Wonder Wand, perfect. You can just in your hand, you can just use it. Done. That's all of our prismatics. We'll go back and we'll include the glossies now. Untick prismatic. Unconditionally playable cards. Great examples: Ancient Telescope, except for I don't think it's playable when your opponent has 5 or less cards in their possession. Field Spells, fantastic option. How many glossy ones do I have of this? 2. Cool. Going through, look, more field spells. Sure. Do the list here. I mean, I have more than one glossy version of those. Right, apparently I do. Going through the list, you see things. Basically, we want spell cards that literally do nothing. Field spells. They do just about nothing. You just play them. Nothing can stop you from playing them. Never going to be stuck in your hand. Just done. Gather Your Mind. I just don't like the card. I just don't. For this specifically, because if you draw into them, you have more than one in your hand, they become dead. The third one is always dead. Probably missing a ton of cards that fit the bill here, but I'm just skimming through so quick. I could just fill this deck with field spells. I got so many glossy field spells. Timidity, there you are. I know you're an option. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just seeing more and more and more field spells. Wait, I don't want trap cards. Definitely should have at least filled spell. Spells. Continuous spells, no thank you. Equip spells, sure. Quick place, sure. That'll make the list easier to toggle through. We're already at 15. Deck list is looking solid. The only threat in Mai's level 30 Mai's entire deck is Garuda the Wind Spirit, and by the nature of a Cerberus deck, she's just never actually going to be able to pull it off. There's no way she'll be able to use it. But you filtering by glossy, you just keep going. That's a glossy card in the deck. I'm gonna end up filling this entire deck with field spells before I'm done. There's no reason why not. Low life. Looking at her deck list, nothing she has except for Destruction Ring. She has 1 Destruction Ring, which lowers your life. Destroy a face-up monster on your side of the field to inflict 1,000 points of damage to both players' life points. Destruction Ring lowers your life by 1,000, and that's the only way she has to go about doing that. She will also typically take a hit to start everything off with before we get a chance to pop a Draw Sense Light. I'm not going to worry about the health, though. We don't really have to worry about that because we're packing the deck full of glossies, and there's a bonus campaign on right now, so that doesn't matter. I need to stop scrolling through these and just pick out. I'm struggling to remember many cards that literally do nothing. I know I've used tons before. You could just damage her for a bit. Spark, sure. I might just end up filling this entire deck with field spells. It's gonna be funny. Nope. Nope. Complicated field spell. It does too much. Gateway to Chaos. You can't activate it unless you actually have those cards available. Forest. How many copies of that I can put in? These cards that I've already got in there, I bet you I could just put more copies in and fill the deck. Let me see. Glossy, glossy, glossy. Yep, Forest, 2 copies I don't need. Is my third Canyon glossy? Oh. For all 3 of these Chaos Zones? Wow. Of course, this wasn't going to work. Eternal Draught, 1, 2, 3, good. Shrine of Mist Valley, perhaps another one of those. Nope. I do know I have an extra Sorcerer Spell Wall. That's glossy. Here we go. 20 cards in the deck. Literally doing nothing. The entire deck list. 1, 2. That's it. That is it. Fairy Meteor Crush. The Mythical Beast Cerberus. And you have level 30 Mai. Absolutely locked down on farm. Grab this real quick, throw it into OBS up there. And let's go ahead and run it. Level 30 Mai has graced us with her presence. She's chilling in the dual world right now, so let's go say hi. Good look at the card or the deck. Doesn't look like she has any card draw. Nothing is going to cause a problem to us. We just have to. I haven't done a attack. I haven't analyzed her attack over monsters to see if we're just going to get OTK'd or if she's going to reliably pop Draw Sense Light for us, assuming we're not going to open up with Cerberus. She would have popped it. She had a 1700 duck down, so I'm happy. Open up with Cerberus regardless. Blessed. And then proceed to play all of the field spells. Oh, Eternal Drought. Destroy all face up. Wait, this is a spell. This isn't a field spell. Wow, I failed that one pretty hard. Hopefully that doesn't come back and kill me. Don't put Eternal Drought in your random Cerb deck. That's okay. She's gonna help. She's gonna help me buff Cerb. Nope, I might have just. I was instead of drawing. Don't do that either. I'm gonna leave that in my hand because that activation is annoying that it asks you for every single. Swift Birdman Joe does it again. How many times can we play the same canyon in one game? Now this deck, literally being 100% glossy and prismatic, is almost guaranteed to already be 8k. But if it ain't, it certainly is 8k because of the 1,000 bonus points we're getting this event. Destruction Potion, gain 2300 HP, no big deal. Here's our comeback victory, pretty indefinitely for us. Because Magical Blast, I guess because I put Magical Blast in this deck, it's the only possible way you might not get that comeback victory. Eternal Drought. Can't believe I trolled myself. I thought that was, for some reason I thought that was a field spell. But I guess Canyon's a field spell, and they just look, kind of just both look like pieces of the Grand Canyon. That's all I can really say. They don't exactly look similar at all. Chaos Zone. Beautiful. And like I said, guys, if you are looking at this deck list, I showed you the actual deck list. It's 2 cards. Mystical Beast Cerberus, Fairy Meteor Crush. That is it. The entire deck list is 2 cards. You can put absolutely whatever you want in it. Outside of that. I highly suggest them being magic cards, because that's how the whole Cerberus concept typically works. But actually, yeah, they need to be magic cards. Wonder Wand. Got no card draw. She's got nothing. She has absolutely nothing. Piece of cake. You could farm her with anything, really. You could farm her with an Unhappy Girl deck, like a triple Raime, triple unhappy girl deck, no problem. Oh, I used the magical blast. Now I gotta say no every turn. The one thing about magical blast that tilts me, activation toggle on off, still asks you. Still asks you, and it's something that's just gonna slip through the patches forever. It's not something they're ever gonna change, but I would really like it to be changed. I use my prismatic magical blast often enough that it tilts me. Very Meteor Crush. Oop. Acidity. One more turn to go. Now you just gotta hope that because we screwed ourselves out of a bonus 1500 HP, that the monster we choose to attack doesn't have more than 2200 defense. 100 defense. We picked the right one. And there it was. Level 30 Mai. The deck list has 2 cards. Anybody and everybody, get on it. Farm level 30 for your full 8K, no problem. This was 9,700 points. This deck scored 8,700. The funny part, 2,100 points in Prismatic and Glossy. But you can do it too. 2,100 means I only got 7,600 without the Glossy. That good old fat campaign bonus pushing us up there. But when you're building the deck, you just put your Glossy cards in. That's it. Any Glossy card that you can figure, I could play that. Yeah, sure. Like, I mean, don't be scared to put in those healing cards too. I was avoiding them like the plague just because I don't want to heal. It kind of helps you lock in that comeback victory. But if you have Glossy copies of them, if you're low on the gloss, 5 Glossy copies of those healing cards gonna out trump the 500 extra bonus points from comeback victory. So fill the deck full of gloss absolutely first, and you'll have no problem. And don't put in this stupid card that I did. Let me go get this real quick. Eternal Drought. Garbage. Does not belong. Instead of Eternal Drought, let's go filter, spells, a couple of check marks. Add a Glossy. What can I put in instead? Survey says blue medicine. Survey says blue medicine's probably good enough. I have a Glossy Econ. I could use that, except for your opponent has to have face-up monsters. I actually don't suggest it. It's kind of annoying. I could just do my Gather Your Minds and stop being such a snob about them. Gravekeeper's Ghoul, there's something. I mean, maybe she won't have monsters in the graveyard too often. Citadel, there's an actual field spell. You guys get the point. I'll fix this one later, because I'll actually put in some Shards of Greed for myself, probably for my own deck. I just didn't want to put them in. I wanted to make it as, like, absolute, just a la carte. You can see the bare bones of the deck. We put it together. I'll take all 3 of those droughts out. I'll just throw in 3 Shards of Greed, give it a little bit of speed up. Yo, hey Lou! Hey Lou, welcome buddy. Thanks for the follow. Not even live. Getting those alerts up there. But yeah guys, we're gonna be working on the level 40 deck a little bit more. I'm not happy with what I got so far, but I like the ideas. Basically running a solid, just like Trap Jammers R Us, freaking Counter Traps R Us deck is my favorite one so far. But yeah, good luck farming. I'm happy kind of happy to say, because these roaming duelists really pissed me off, that her cards aren't really hitting it out of the park for me, but I still want 3 copies of them all. Gotta collect them all. That's my motto. And stay classy, of course. And yeah, you can catch us live at twitch.tv/MasKScarin. Find that link in the Discord channel in the description down below. Come join Discord. That's where we are currently brainstorming to try to conquer level 40 Mai. And as always, guys, don't forget, stay classy.